Now all the gurus, okay, say we can start from Socrates, then Abraham, Moses. This is the Guru Tattva, is the principle of master, primordial masters. The principle is born again and again. In India, we can say the Adinath. We had one Adinath, the Guru, long time back. Then we had Dattatreya. We had Janaka, Nanaka, Sainath. We had in the Middle East Muhammad Sahib, Lao Tse in China, Confucius. All these great principles of gurus who were born, they had one job to do, is to establish your dharma. Their job was not to give you realization. You must understand, everyone has one's own job. See, mine is a horrible job because I have to do everybody's jobs. But their job was just to establish your dharma. They came at that time in those places where it was needed the most. So these 10 principles, as I told you, they established. They are created in the void. As you see here, the void part. This part is made out of the water element. So whatever miracles they did had something to do with water. Like they could create water anywhere they wanted to. They would not cure people. All of them have created water in the desert or in the places where, like in Nanaka has created a Panja Sahab, they call it. Everywhere they have been able to create water. Whatever they touched, they could create water out of it. Water is the life force which sustains us. Without water, we cannot live. So it's the sustainers. But they actually are symbolized in an ocean. In the ocean, because they give us the salt of life, which gives us the sustenance. If you see the salt, if we do not have salt in our body, we'll have no sustenance. Christ has said, you are the salt. Who are these you? Are the people whom I was facing yesterday and today. You are the gurus of today. But see with how many powers you have come. Just think of it. This guru did not have to give realization. You can raise the kundalini, you can give realization, you can cure people. Today Jamil asked me that, mother, did they have the powers to cure? I said, powers they might have, but they never used that power because they were not supposed to do. They were just to sustain and imbibe these great principles. They did cure, especially the last guru was Sainath. She did cure people. But Jamil himself has cured a lady who was dying, absolutely. Doctors had given up hopes and he cured. Now she's out and she's gone to India. Just think of it, that you have all the powers of these gurus, though in dharma you are still failing. You are not absolute. You have to get it corrected. Your dharmas are to be corrected. Now what is dharma within us? Is our attention. As our attention is, you can make out the dharma of a person. Religion doesn't convey that word. Dharma means the one which sustains. Dharayati sadharma, the one which sustains. Your dharma is the way your attention is. To have a complete balanced attention is just like the aeroplane completely balanced and fully developed. If you have an imbalance in your dharma, the first and foremost thing is fanaticism. If you are a fanatic, then you are the greatest adharmi ever born. Dharma is balancing, first and foremost, is to know that all the dharma belong to one lotus, Nabi. Nabi has got 10 petals. And these 10 petals are the 10 sustenance within us. If you see that Nabi has got 10 petals. Nabi center, the solar plexus, which manifests solar plexus. And if these 10 sustenance are correct, your attention will be so balanced. Unless and until a flower is balanced, it is not going to blossom out into a fruit. First is the balance. All fanaticism of any kind, of condemning any religion or any incarnation, is against dharma. That gives you an imbalance. That means you have not understood the essence of dharma. Because you are blind. To say that there is something wrong with what Christ has preached is as wrong as saying that there is something wrong what Moses has preached. Or Dattatreya has preached. Or Nanaka has preached. Actually, Muhammad Sahib thought that he has said whatever was necessary. So there is no need for him to come back. But when he saw these horrible fanatics, even today they are, he thought, but let me take again the birth. What to do now with these madcaps? The thing that I preached, they are just going against it. Because I said I will not come, so they are becoming such fanatics. He had to take his birth because you see, human beings are such foolish things that these incarnations don't know what to do. You don't know how they will behave. So he took his birth again as Nanak on this earth. And his own daughter, Adishakti, was born as a sister. What Nanaka was preaching throughout and throughout was this, that Hindu and Muslims are the same in the eyes of God, and that you all combine together and become one. If there is anything that he has taught or Kabira has taught, is this and this and this. But look at the Sikhs, the way they fight the Muslims, and look at the way the Muslims fight the Sikhs. We have created two nations out of it. Imagine what he preached is just the opposite people are doing about it. How do you explain? I don't understand. I mean, when somebody says this is light, how do you make it darkness? I can't understand. This is the speciality of human beings, to create darkness out of light. Now this dharma that they preached is preached by all of them. And they have been particularly against all that goes against awareness, because if your attention is not all right, your awareness will not be all right. And so they were very anxious, all throughout all of them, that they preached that don't take anything that will reduce your awareness. That's why they were against alcoholism, they were against drugs and things like that.